Now case 4, antisymmetric impulse response when n is even. Okay, so first again write the equation for Fourier transform of h of n. So h of e power j omega is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 h of n e power minus j omega n. Okay, so you have to expand the series. So for n is equal to n by 2 minus 1. That means here n is even. Now consider n is equal to 6. Okay, so n is equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1. That is 6 by 2 minus 1, 0 to n by 2. 6 by 2 minus 1. H of n e power minus j omega n, and summation n is equal to n by 2. That means 3 to 5. H of n e power minus j omega n. Let us consider n is equal to n minus 1 minus m. So in that m is equal to what? N minus 1 minus m. Now consider, substitute n is equal to first limit. So in order to equate the limits, so you have to change the limits. So first substitute n is equal to n by 2. Here you have to substitute in place of n by 2. So you are getting m limits as n minus 2 by 2. Now again next limit is n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, substitute m is equal to n minus 1 minus n minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so now you have to change the limits from m is equal to 0 to n minus 2 by 2. Okay, so in place of n, substitute n minus 1 minus m e power j omega n. N is in place of n, substitute n minus 1 minus m. Okay, now for antisymmetric, so after substituting m limits, again you have to change from m to n. M to n. Here also m to, this is also n. Okay, for antisymmetric impulse response, now consider h of n is equal to minus h of n minus 1 minus n. Okay, h of e power j omega is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 2 by 2 h of n e power minus j omega n plus h of m summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 2 by 2 h of n e power minus j omega n of n minus 1 minus n. Okay, so now, so in this equation, common e power minus j omega of n minus 1 by 2. If you common this term, so remaining are, if you multiply these two, this term and this term, so you can get e power minus j omega n. Now, if you multiply these two, you can get e power minus j omega of n minus 1 minus small n. Okay, so common that term. Okay, now in these two, summation h of n is common. Okay, so now again common summation h of n. So remaining terms, you can write remaining terms. So after that, so this is in the form of 2j sin omega. So 2j sin omega of n minus 1 by 2 minus n. Here j value is what? E power j pi by 2. Okay, so e term ni by this could send j into remaining part this term and this term. Now n minus 1 by 2 ni you can write it as n by 2 minus n minus 1 by 2. Okay, so for this n by 2 minus n is equal to p. Then p is equal to what? Sorry, n by 2 minus n is equal to p. Then that implies n is equal to what? N by 2 minus p. So substitute n is equal to 0. Here substitute n is equal to 0. What is the p value? N by 2. Now substitute n is equal to n minus 2 by 2. What is p value? N by 2 minus n minus 2 by 2. You can get the value as 1. Now substitute the limits. N is equal to 1 to n by 2. Okay. So in this equation, change the limits from n is equal to 1 to n by 2. Okay. So now, here n is equal to what? N by 2 minus p. So I am substituting in place of n by 2 minus p. And here, so this value you have to consider it as p minus 1 by 2. So j is equal to, here j is equal to e power j pi by 2. Okay. So now, again you have to change the limits p to n is equal to m to n by 2. Here also p to n and p replaced with n. Okay. So now, this is in the form of a power m into a power n. You have to write it as a power m plus n form. Okay, summation n is equal to 1 to n, 2h of n by 2 minus 1 and sine omega of n minus 1 by 2. Now consider this is d of n. Okay, for simplification purpose you have to write this value as d of n, sine omega of n minus 1 by 2. So it is in the form of phase angle and magnitude response. So you have to write it as e power theta of j into theta of omega, h bar of e power j omega. Here theta of omega is the phase response and this is the magnitude response. So now h bar of e power j omega is what? Summation n is equal to, this is h bar of e power j omega. Okay, now theta of omega is nothing but what? Beta minus alpha omega. Okay, so now beta, substitute beta is equal to pi by 2 minus alpha value is what? N minus 1 by 2. So here this value is beta minus alpha. Okay, beta value is pi by 2 and alpha value is n minus 1 by 2 into omega. Okay, so this is the response, frequency response of antisymmetric when n is even. So this is the response. So we have seen four different types of cases for the frequency of linear phase FER filters. So the case 1 is symmetric when n is odd, and case 2 is symmetric when n is even, and case 3 and 4 antisymmetric when n is even and odd. So the first case is applicable for all types of filters. We have to use low pass, high pass, band pass and band reject filters. Case 1, that is symmetric when n is odd, are useful for all types of filters. Where in case 2, the symmetrical impulse response when n is even. So these are not used for high pass filters. So remaining filters, the symmetric n is even is used for band pass, low pass and band reject. Okay, so now in case 3 and 4, those are antisymmetric, even and odd, when n is even and odd. So these are more suitable for Hilbert transform and differentiator type of filters. Okay, so this is the conclusion of 4 different types of cases.